Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're watching this video from. First of all, I want to thank everybody that has been watching my videos, people that have been giving me feedback. Thank you. I appreciate you and I appreciate your messages. So thank you very much. Someone asked me to talk about forgiveness. So I'm going to be talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is such a big word because when people hear forgiveness, they automatically think that, oh no, do you know what they did to me? And they think that if you forgive, you're considered weak or whatever. But in reality, forgiveness is for the strong heart. It's not for the faint, because how can you forgive somebody that molested you or molested your child? Or how can you forgive somebody that kills other people? How can you forgive a mother that drowns all her children? So if I was the husband, it's like, how do you, so it's, trust me, I know, but when you forgive, though, you're not doing it for the other person. You're not making light of what they did to you. What forgiveness does is that it frees you from that burden, right? I recently found out that one person that I really thought was going to be my person for life, and things did not go very well, and things were said, things were done that were very hurtful, and I have to forgive, because first of all, as a Christian, I'm commanded to forgive as Christ has forgiven me. But what I've learned, what makes it easy for me to forgive other people, is I have learned to forgive myself. Because I strongly believe that you cannot give what you don't have. Okay, you're not gonna come and ask me for $1 million because I'm not a millionaire, right? So you cannot give what you don't have, right? So if you don't have forgiveness for yourself, how are you going to forgive another person that's gonna wrong you, right? It's so hard to do that. So the reason why I'm able to forgive, I wouldn't say easily, but often, is that I had to learn to forgive myself. I had to learn to forgive myself for the things that I did to other people. I have to forgive myself for not believing in myself, for not valuing myself, and allowed other people to treat me the way that I wouldn't even let anybody treat another person. I had to forgive myself for being naive, even though that was not my fault. I had to forgive myself from a lot of things. And also the other thing is because I know that people are puppets sometimes. I believe that I believe in spirits. So from my culture, coming from the standpoint of my culture, we believe in spirits. So we actually have this ceremony that we do where the spirits, they choose one person, either a man, a female, or a male in a family, who is going to be the what's the word, the medium, the medium for the family, between the family and the spirit world. So this person, the day of the ceremony, this person, they do all this traditional stuff, they put all these roots on them, they do all kinds of stuff to prepare, and there's some certain scent that they have to burn to attract these spirits, right? So when these spirits they come, so the medium, whether a female or male, their spirit is removed from their body, and inhabited by we call them our ancestors. So their spirit, like, is taken out of their body, and they are filled with these ancestors. So let's say the medium was a female, right? And one of your ancestors that comes through is a male. That woman is going to act exactly like that ancestor, whoever was, acted. So if the woman never smoked in her life, and this ancestor spirit that comes through her, she will start to smoke. She would drink alcohol. She would do everything that this person did supposedly when they were on this earth. Okay? So when that happens, so if this person also, this has the other thing. So my mom growing up, she never allowed me to go to one of these. She never allowed even my siblings to go to one of these ceremonies, because people could be killed. Because if one of the spirits that came through was a murderer, guess what they're going to do? They'll murder somebody right there. And then you can't blame the person, because that person, it's almost like they're trapped. Their spirit is trapped. They see everything that's happening, but they have no control. They have no power of what's happening. So let's say, so the spirit has come and, they see somebody from another tribe or from another family member that they did not like, or whatever the reason is. That spirit comes, will kill that person, and the person, that the medium, is not going to be charged for it, because everybody knows it was not her. So I'm just giving you the background of where I come from, and with what I'm about to say, because I need you to understand, like, if you ask a lot of African people, and I think India too, and some Asian countries, they really believe in these spirits. So where am I going with this? So what I'm saying is, when that happens, the spirit that has, it would come, and sometimes the spirit will come and give advice to the family, or like tell them what's going to happen. It depends, but you never knew what spirit was going to come through. And that ceremony will go all night, people chanting and stuff like that. And then the next day, the spirit, they leave, whatever. And the person, the medium, she or he will be exhausted. They might sleep for days. So I believe, based on my culture and my beliefs, I believe that sometimes people can be possessed. But they can be possessed by these spirits, because these spirits are roaming the earth. They're roaming the... Oh, where am I? I'm about to expose some secrets in the spirit. So these spirits, they roam the earth. So you have to understand that even though we are made up of material form, which is our physical form, right? And then we have our spirit and our soul. And you can't see our spirit, or you can see your soul. Our body is just a host. Our body is for, let's say, if I don't have one of my teacups. Like, how the cup holds the tea, and the tea is what we drink, right? It's the same. So our bodies are holding, even in the Bible, there's a verse that says your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. So our bodies were meant to house the Spirit of God, but then, Eve had to eat that apple. Eve had to eat that apple, and here we are. So we were not even supposed, the life that we are living right now was not the life that we were meant to live, okay? Earth was supposed to be a peaceful place. It was all this pain that we are experiencing is Adam and Eve's fault, and now we are stuck with it. But anyways, so spirits have always been there. And if you read the Old Testament, it talks about the Nephilims, where the angels that left heaven came and had babies with human beings. And those, they were like the Nephilim, something like that. So those were spirits, right? And when God destroyed the earth with water, the bodies died, but where do the spirits go? right? Where did those spirits go? So it is believed that some of those spirits, they are still roaming the earth. That's what causes all this paranormal stuff that happens. If you're even in Africa, if anyone is watching from Africa, in the comments, can you kind of tell or share your experiences about what I'm talking about? Even though this subject is about forgiveness, I kind of wanted to lay the foundation so that you guys will understand where I'm coming from what I'm saying, my beliefs, and all that kind of stuff. So I would really appreciate it if, like, some of my African family and friends that are bold enough to share some of their experiences with what I'm talking about, the spirits and what you have seen, what you've experienced, and all that stuff. I would really appreciate that. So I'm talking about forgiveness. One of the reasons why I'm able to forgive, I know, because of my culture, because of what I just shared with you, that people can be possessed by spirits, and some of these spirits are evil spirits. Okay, so let me share this too. Also, I'm still kind of laying a foundation for this, because this might be a talk that I might have to keep going for in several weeks, because this topic right here I'm very passionate about.